Hi everybody, and welcome to your September reading by sign. Let's see who we're reading for next. I got the moon again. That keeps coming out for multiple readings. Let's see who else it's important for. Cancer. Well, that makes sense. You're ruled by the moon. We have a full moon in Pisces, your sister sign, September 29th, in sidereal Pisces. And then we have, of course, that blue moon at the end of August to kick things off for the month of September, followed by Venus going direct. Venus is currently in your sign, Cancer, retrograde. It won't be back in Leo until about early October, so even after it goes direct September 3rd, it's still got some ground to make up before it passes out of your sign. And then we have, of course, Mercury retrograde until September 15th. And that's the same day as the new moon in Leo at 28 degrees in sidereal. And that's also the beginning of a new Hebrew New Year, September 15th through the 17th. And then, of course, we mentioned the full moon at the end of the month in Pisces. So any positions you have in sidereal Cancer may be trined harmoniously by this full moon. Let's see what messages for Cancer for September. You can check out your moon and rising sign as well if you want a more complete view of the month. Okay. Underneath the deck. Ooh, strength. Speaking of Leo. All right, well, getting your strength back. So maybe when Cancer, when Venus moves back into Leo, you'll feel this resurgence of energy. Or the new moon in Leo on the 15th could be a powerful time for you, because Venus will be direct at that time. Six of Earth, yeah, this is a repayment. This is a return. Nine of Earth, okay. Getting your money back. Does somebody owe you money? Look at this 6-9 though we have, and that's your symbol to start things off. But that is wealthy independence there. Some of you could be living the single life, getting a lot of attention. Wheel of Fortune, okay, so money is coming back to you. Then we have patience, something you've been waiting for a long time, or it could be a Taurus, Sagittarius, or Virgo that could be coming your way. And the 10 of Wands, 10 of Fire. Yeah, you're done with something. You're done with contracts. This Wheel of Fortune, another 10, a completion. Burning these contracts, you fulfilled your soul's obligation to whatever circumstance you were living in. With the Strength card underneath there in reverse, when I pulled it out, it's like the power was drawn away from you, and now the power is being returned to you. I feel like you were loaning your power to somebody else, maybe not consciously or agreed upon in this life, maybe so, but there was an energy debt that had to be reconciled for whatever reason. Everyone's going to have a different backstory, but this signifies the end of that, the turning of the wheel, and now you're free. So let's see what the astrology cards have for you. Or you could be getting just compensated, fairness and compensation. If you had a court case or a legal battle, be turning out in your favor with the Wheel of Fortune and the 9 of Coins there. It can't get much better than that, really. Or you'll be rewarded for your patience. Aquarius. Okay, that blue moon is in sidereal Aquarius on August 30th. Originality, philanthropy, and progressive imaginings. It's also the air sign. Expansion of consciousness. It's ruled by Uranus, too, the unexpected. So maybe this is something that you are not actively looking for, but it's coming back into your life. Maybe you've given up hope or thinking you've been waiting forever, it's never going to show up, and then bam, comes out. And then we have house 2, physical security, possessions, material value, and self-worth. Okay, so that is the house of Taurus, and the 6 of Earth is the moon in Taurus position. But this is putting priority on yourself. The self-worth card is really sticking out to me. Maybe that's what Venus retrograde was all about for you, reevaluating the value you've placed on yourself, and that's why perhaps an energy drain was occurring. You weren't valuing your time, your energy, your money, and you loaned it out too freely. You probably learned some boundaries between now and then. and in learning that lesson of self-worth and saying, no, I'm not going to settle for this treatment anymore. I'm not going to allow this kind of thing to be taken from me ever again. That you are rewarded with physical security and possessions because the universe knows that you're not going to lose it easily. You're not going to let it fall into the wrong hands for the wrong reasons, for people that may have, hidden agenda as far as coming back to you asking for help, or, oh, I see you came into some money, can I get a loan? And the old you would have said, yeah, no problem. But that's the problem, is that you never would have got that money back. But now that you know, now that you've increased this value you've placed on yourself, you've increased your strength and your boundaries. And this is house 1, Aries, independent, bravery, and passion. Absolutely. So it's like you have a clear head. You have a strong head now. You know which direction you're going. I mean, Aries is another cardinal sign. It's a new beginning for you. The head of the year. All right. So this is like an entirely new personality that you're coming out of without any apologies, which is great. All right, so we're going to look into this Journey card, Journey Oracle. Taurus, also house 2, ruled by the planet Venus. So I really feel like this is centered around that Venus retrograde. The first half of the month, you should start seeing these resolutions. All right, limiting beliefs. Being kept or grown inside of a box, not realizing that you're a magnificent being. That has to do with self-worth too, here in the house 2. You don't realize your worth, or you didn't in the past. Other people did. They saw your worth and they said, sure, I'll take some of that. Ooh. Inner child. Okay. Perhaps the self-worth issues arose from some issue in early childhood, but that's being turned around. And underneath the deck we have growing. Okay, so you are growing outside of the box. Now we have this flower with limitations and one without. Blossoming and expanding beyond, and that's, expansion too, with Jupiter here in Fortune's wheel. Expanding beyond those limiting beliefs, beyond the beliefs that you may have been told as a child, what you can and can't do, or what you can and can't accomplish. All right, let's see what your Queen of the Moon Oracle has for us. Okay. Hunger, the Wolf Moon. So that's a full moon, and it's surrounded by blue. Again, it could have to do with that August 30th blue moon. The realization, the illumination. Hunger is what motivates and drives people, though. I think maybe once you get tired, fatigued of a situation, you run out of patience with it. You're like, well, not going to keep throwing my energy down this gravity well, right? Let's see what's underneath. Patience, again, coming up. Patience twice. Patience. Good things come to those who wait, as trite as that saying is. And then blossoming, number 33. Okay. 2 full moons. 3 full moons. Wow. And the moon came out, the token came out with your card. And let's see. So growing and blossoming, change coming through, sweeping through your life. Definitely finished with a pattern of thought about yourself. Okay, copper. That is the metal of Venus. So there we go. Venus is teaching you a lesson this month. Okay, the title of this card is Fertility of the Womb, Venus. In ancient times, on an island called Cyprus, copper was mined extensively to make vessels and tools. This island is the same fertile ground of Aphrodite, the goddess associated with the planet Venus and the forces of love, pleasure, and fertility, such as the magic of copper. This golden-hued metal elicits delight and mystique, even a sense of awe. The copper card makes the arrival of Eros into the laboratory. It is likely that the alchemist has been hard at work for too long, prioritizing scholarly pursuits over sensual pleasure. Get ready for a shift of priorities, for an awakening of the heart and a life-generating centers of the body. In the true alchemical experiment, nothing is excluded or separate from the work. Bring sensuality into the fold, and embrace it with reverence and curiosity. Aphrodite smiles upon you. Go deeper. Visit or learn about the Statue of Liberty, the largest copper sculpture of the world. To ponder. Chocolate contains copper. Copper's, yeah, it's an essential mineral we need for our body too, so maybe that's something that you need to look into. Thought, though bright and warm when polished, copper quickly oxidizes, turning green or blue. Discern if a metaphorical polishing up is in order. Some of you might be getting a makeover, getting a new wardrobe, get your hair done, treat yourself to a spa day, whatever it is. Because with all this wealth, this is the sign of Venus in Virgo. And we have the Sun in Virgo in tropical astrology and will be in sidereal here for the second half of September. But, so yeah, there's a repolishing that you can afford. I mean, it's not going to break your bank because of these blessings coming in. It's like where you would have spent that money on other people or fruitless endeavors, you're now prioritizing yourself and self-care and putting that back into your image and loving on you. So, in esoteric wisdom and tradition, Venus and copper are associated with the kidneys. Letting go is likely required in order to embrace Eros with an open arms. Okay, well, this is letting go right here. You're finished with the cycle. It's a turning of the wheel. Okay, so letting go, detoxifying, kidneys. Again, well, the liver detoxifies, but the kidneys eliminate. So, eliminating unnecessary or waste from the body, waste from your life, or people that have been wasting your energy or resources, draining your mineral content. Maybe you've been tired lately. Hence with the Strength card that came out in reverse. Let's see if I can get this. The ocean. Okay, this is your element, water, 35. Let's see what's underneath. The underworld is underneath. Okay. Coming out of the underworld, like Persephone here, returning to the surface after spending time in Hades, coming back maybe from the depths of the ocean. Things coming to the surface as the full moon illuminates them. So deeply hidden emotions or something that was blocked kind of floats up to the surface and you're able to release it. Let's read about the ocean. The unconscious, the depths, the incomprehensible, the power of the ocean is unmatched. To step into its salty waters is to step into the unknown. By its sheer volume, the ocean represents the unconscious, all that is beyond our understanding. We cannot live within the ocean. We cannot claim it, manage it, or own it. It rejects our every attempt to dominate nature. Yet amid its overwhelming power, it calls to you, inspires us, and invigorates our life on land. It dissolves the little us into the big us. When the energy of the ocean is present, there is change stirring that is beyond any chance you've known before. Change that you've known before. The ego must dissolve. The saline swells work on your very cells, your fibers, your deepest underlying beliefs. Like Aphrodite, we rise from the ocean's froth, a new being. Life is changed. Let the wave crash. Okay, so they mention Aphrodite, which is Venus, which is complemented here because the birth of Venus, she's depicted coming out of a scallop shell. And let's see. So rising from the ocean's froth for a new beginning. It is, like I said, a new cycle is upon you here with the ending of the Ten of Flames and the Wheel of Fortune. The ocean displays every emotion without shame. To witness its glassy, moonlit surface and its unforgiving storms is to know the full spectrum of the human experience. Study waves, touch their surface, get in water. No matter where you live, each drop is part of your whole. The ocean is in every tear. So if you can travel towards a body of water this month, it may be have to do, like it was talking about, cleansing, releasing. You can do a lot of purification rituals in the ocean, if that's an option for you. The salt water or taking a saltwater bath is also very cleansing and centering and grounding. Let's see what your animal medicine is for this month. Animal medicine for Cancer. Ooh. All right, well, the otter landed face up, so I'm going to stick with that. And it's a number 8, the infinity sign, just like the Strength card that began this reading. And the otter is in water there. They live in the ocean, don't they? All right, or rivers. Okay, so the title of this card is Woman Medicine. I think a lot of you are learning about the power of feminine energy this month. How valuable it is. Maybe some of you have discounted it as powerful in the past and maybe have taken on more of a masculine role in order to compensate or try to try to carry your feminine energy in a way. But if it's been eclipsed, then maybe this isn't a call to allow the feminine energy to reemerge. So some of you may be embracing that this month. And so the description reads, the medicine held by Otter is a set of lessons in female energy. This applies to both men and women, as all of us have female sides. The otter's hide is very often used to make medicine bags for powerful women because it represents balanced feminine energy. Otter is very caring for its young and will play for hours, performing all types of acrobatics. It lives on land but always has its home near water. The elements of earth and water are all female elements. At home in both of these elements, Otter is the personification of femininity, long, sleek, and graceful. Otter is the true coquette of the animal world. Otter is always on the move and is very curious. Unlike other animals, Otter will not start a fight unless it is attacked first. This joyful little creature is adventuresome and assures that all other creatures are friendly, until proven otherwise. These character traits are the beauty of a balanced female side, the side of ourselves that creates a space for others to enter our lives without preconceptions or suspicions. Otter teaches us that balanced female energy is not jealous or catty. It is sisterhood, content to enjoy and share the good fortune of others. Anchored in the understanding that all accomplishments are worthwhile for the whole tribe, Otter people express joy for others. Long ago, in tribal law, if a woman were widowed, her sister would offer her own husband to the widow as a lover to keep her from drying up and not using her creative urges. This is Otter medicine too. Envy, or the fear of being replaced, has no space in Otter's balanced understanding of sharing goodness. Here's interesting, I just noticed. This is page 69, and you're Cancer, and we had the 6 and 9 start this reading. It's complete balance, restoration of yin and yang within. Woman energy without games or control is a beautiful experience. It is the freeness of love without jealousy. It is the joy of loving other people's children and their accomplishments as much as you love your own. It may be time to examine your feelings about sharing the bounty of your life with others. Otter may be saying that the finer qualities of women need to be striven for in both men and women so that a unity of spirit can be achieved. This would involve the destruction of jealousy and of all the acts of anger which stem from that fear. It would mean keeping a hawk eye on your ego and maintaining total trust. It would mean a world full of people coming together to honor the right of each person to be. If you have drawn this symbol, Otter may be telling you to become the playful child and to simply allow things to unfold in your life. We did have the inner child show up here too, so that could be part of the experience. It may be time to stop your addiction to worrying. Otter also teaches the importance of not hanging on to material things that would bind you or become a burden. In looking at how you can learn from Otter's habits, you might look at the jealousness of the receptive side of your nature. Have you given yourself a gift recently? Have you received any messages in your meditations? Becoming Otter and move gently into the river of life. Flow with the waters of the universe. This is the way of balanced female receptive energy. Honor it. In doing so, you will discover the power of woman. All right. So, I'm going to get a goddess guidance card because we have this powerful energy, this female healing going on. See what, it's so silly. That UPS motto, see what brown can do for you. This is see what feminine can do for you. Pele, divine passion. Be honest with yourself. What's your heart's true desire? So the volcano goddess, that fiery energy. We have Mars moving through Virgo right now. So Mars, that masculine drive, that energy, that passion. But we have fire here too in the Ten of Wands. That can be passion in pursuing that feminine energy or just being in your feminine state. Transformation, butterfly maiden. So that is the release from limiting beliefs to growth that you're experiencing. And Arikura, blossoming. You are just getting started, so have patience with yourself in the process. Do not give up. You're experiencing enormous change right now, which brings great blessings. And we had this blossoming card as well. Lots of flowers and blossoming showing up. There is accelerated growth here in the month of September. Soul growth by leaps and bounds being rewarded. I'm going to go ahead and grab a rose oracle as well, since all these flowers are showing up for you. Maybe buy yourself flowers, or maybe you enjoy growing flowers. Gardening could be a thing. Someone may even send you flowers, secret admirer. see what the Rose Oracle has for Cancer, please, for September. Cancer. All right, the Rose of Venus, alignment, flow, right relationship, and harmony. Beautiful. So Venus showing up prominently in this reading. And you could find yourself in right relationship with yourself or another. Sophia, divine plan, wisdom, intelligence within, and divinity. So Sophia, yeah, the goddess of wisdom and destiny. It's all part of the divine plan. I feel like some of you, like I said, may have swung really far into the masculine energy. You've been in the feminine previously, you went masculine, and now you're kind of floating back in to a balance, a happy, healthy, balanced medium, recognizing the power of both energies. Okay. And we'll do one more. Let's do a journey of love. For Cancer, journey of love. What message of love for Cancer? The bride offers herself. Okay, number 43. And underneath we have beauty. Yeah, there's Venus again showing up. So in this message, the Rose of Venus, love could be arriving for some of you too, because now that you've become back in balance, you make a balanced partner, alignment, flow, right relationship. So the bride offers herself could quite possibly be a relationship coming for you, a passionate one at that, that you may be offered a relationship this month. So here we have, there is a sacred offering taking place, an offering of the divine feminine. She is offering herself to the mystery unfolding. This may manifest in a physical way in that a woman of great feminine wisdom is offering herself to you in friendship, love, spiritual companionship, or service in some way. This may manifest in a spiritual gift from the Divine Mother in the form of a life circumstance or situation. Whether it is immediately recognized as a gift or not, to accept this offering as a bridegroom accepting his bride with love, reverence, and respect will bring good fortune. This oracle offers you a message. Accept what is being offered now. Whether through a challenge or an easing of the way forward, there is a gift of grace from the divine feminine reaching for you now. Allow her in and be blessed. This oracle also heralds a time of importance in relationship. You have been revealing yourself and not being afraid of who and what you are, sharing yourself and willingness to connect. Your vulnerability and beauty is acknowledged, and you will attract the response you need at the perfect time and in the perfect way. Every bride shall have her bridegroom. Okay. And if relationship is not something you're seeking, again, every feminine will have its masculine counterpart, within and without. All right, I think that's all I have for you today, Cancer. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you found this reading helpful. If so, let me know in the comments below, and we'll see you next time. Take care. Bye.